right, can you see this trellis, you know, that arch? It's made entirely of, you know, fallen branches from these oak trees, and also, you know, the Uri snowstorm took so much of our lantana bushes, entirely wiped out actually, and gardenia. And I have, you can see these piles. I'm going to use every bit of it to enrich the soil in the garden. I'm just chopping them into smaller and smaller bits so that eventually it will become like this, you know. And I will cover with leaves, oak leaves that are waiting in bags, and it'll become soil amendments. You know, nothing goes out from my garden. Even the weeds, you'll see, are being used as piles for the potatoes. They're pretty, you know, soft and mushy, and they'll keep going down as they grow old, and I'll keep adding more. And that's my elevated garden bed in the making. That tiny waist-high trash cans are repurposed. But for now, I've got tons of milkweed, dozens and dozens of them. And it's a bit of a crazy garden, but I love it because there is a peace, there is an acceptance of things as they are, instead of constantly intervening in nature's ways and trying to do it my way, you know. I am waiting to see how I can align myself and just watch nature, like that little bit of, you know, bird food that has now grown stalks and actually creating some grains. I might taste it. It looks like wheat. Well, then I'm not eating wheat. But if it is barley or some other stuff, I'll have to do some reverse image search and enjoy them or cook for family. This is ginger and some tomato, almost dead but not quite, because the top branches are again looking pretty healthy. These have started flowering, but they are all from my kitchen scrap. I did not buy tomato saplings. This is my zero dig, $0 garden. Okay, so everything that I'm doing here, I'm reusing this material that I'm getting in my backyard, or if, you know, if it's a gift from a neighbor, that's fine. But otherwise, everything is from the garden or from inside my house, like the twisty ties, you know, that I'm using for this. Tomorrow I'm going to make some tomato cages with all the wood that I have stockpiled. Looks terrible and frightening to visitors, but during the pandemic there are no visitors. Although I love my friends, I'm loving this craziness, and no one, my husband is not worried about what will people say, you know. That part is gone, and these will soon be processed with cages all around. Another element of weirdness. So let me show you how I have made, you know, the tomato cage, the usual conventional one, and then the extensions that I have added, these and these, you know. No one watches this part. My neighbors don't get to see this parts. And HOA said it was okay for me to experiment as long as it's not an eyesore for anyone else. And this is my friend's shoe rack. I think my vines will love them. And the old, you know, the Uri took my neighbor's invasive ivy. They're beautiful, but they're like stubborn. So they're now dead. And I said, okay, instead of just ripping them off the wall, why don't I let that be like a lace hook for my Texas trumpet vine, you know. And really, these vines do not like any synthetic trellises that I've given them. They have rejected it, but they just simply love this. Can you believe it? It's like they know so much more. They make their choice. I would coil them around a pipe, and they would uncoil. Those little vine heads would uncoil and flail in the air, but not take to those trellises. So here is, again, everything is a tree branch right from the base. No tomato cages. I tied them up. They're goldenrod branches, lantana branches, oak. Oak is the fastest to decay, but these are goldenrods. These are lantana. And these arches, you know, these are natural arches over here. As I was cutting the lantana, as soon as I spotted an arch, I preserved it. I cut at the two ends and made sure that they were pretty much the same size so I could overlap. And once the vine grows, I made sure I would still pass under it. Like my victory arch, walk under it. And it will surely look beautiful. That's my storybook reading or spiritual book reading place. I could do pretty much anything, even videos, crazy videos. Sitting on that throne made by Partho Ghoshal, his first carpentry adventure. That was pretty successful. So that's about it. It's been a rather long video, 7 minutes. We have lost our dear orange tree and the gardenia. But the orange tree, we haven't yet, you know, cut it till the base. I somehow still seem to like it. And the grapevines, they just grow so fast. You know, those little beautiful vines that are creeping up. Eyesore for Partho, but I love them, and they are Texas native, so why should I hate them just because they grow very fast? Had they been our children, had they been something else like business, we would really love that fast growth. But just because it's a plant that I didn't plant, it came from the neighbors, I don't see the reason to really dislike it so much, with so much gusto that I have to pull it out. So I thought, okay, you know, dear orange tree, you have served us so beautifully for about 7 years. And I think now you can be kind of the harbor of our grapevines. It'll, you know, soon take over. And I won't disturb them. See, they're already doing their job, climbing up. And this time they will not be competing. They'll not be blocking the sunlight. They will not be smothering the tree to a level of real irritability. Like real strangling that they usually do. This time it's a free play zone. Go and do whatever you like. I won't say no, okay? So maybe it's nature's own happy design that it takes some and gives scope to some other species to thrive. I'm just, you know, enjoying this sinusoidal ride. My garden graph looks pretty up and down like the New York stock market performance, like kinky, because as soon as I do something good enough, either it gets bug infested or a snowstorm or too much rain, but I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to be judgmental because I'm not keeping any expectation from this. I'm just enjoying my experiment. Okay, and I'll keep you posted. Oh, just one last bit before I say bye-bye for today. This place always gets the bird feeder seed. You know, they have a symbiosis. The mourning doves, they just kick some out so that the squirrels can have it, because the squirrels cannot climb onto this. This is a, you know, beautiful engineering that prevents squirrels from getting on top. They keep trying though. So this place gets all the bird seed scattered, and you can see what's happening. So instead of constantly pulling them out with disgust, I said, well, you know, let me do a patch where I'll just observe them. So I collected rocks from all over the garden and I placed them in a semicircle to beautifully see what this place would look like if I went on a 6-month vacation. This whole garden would pretty much look like this. So I will give you updates from this little half circle. So be well, everyone. Stay safe. I know in India it's been rough, COVID and hurricane and everything else. So stay strong through that, and you will come out victorious. No matter where you are, no matter what you are doing, all the best.